Good morning, good morning, good morning, everybody. This is an impromptu live stream that I figured. Hey, let's start the weekend going here. So, in BC, where I live, British Columbia, it is a long weekend. We have Monday off. Sorry, this is the first time I've used the laptop while I'm doing this at the same time. Kind of going back and forth. I'm going to slide over here a bit. Can you hear me now? Here we go, testing. You have sound. Okay, here we go. Aquascaping 101. Hello. Good morning. It is 11 o'clock in the morning here in Vancouver on the west coast of Canada. Good morning, Aquarium Cop. How are you? Hopefully you get some sound going for you. I've kind of switched cameras here, just going off my phone. The last couple times I tried a live stream, it didn't look too good using the webcam on my laptop. So I just figured, you know what, I'm gonna throw the light on and feed the fish this morning. So I figured, why not do a little live stream? Jesse, how are you? Good to see you. Good morning. Congrats on your new tank that you just got. Oh, Terry Lindsay, thank you for checking in, and thank you. Terry Lindsay, actually the guy that got me this aquarium co-op shirt. He met Corey in person. He was at the last YouTube get together down at Corey's shop. Damien Markham, good morning to you as well. Good morning. Actually, speaking of aquarium co-op, they have a video that they recommended either last night or this morning, robot aquatics, and it was on a topic that this is complete news to me. I don't know if you guys are familiar with it or not. So it was about feeding your heaters, and it was feeding your heaters, and it was saying that if the suction cups are no longer sticking on your heater, then you're going to have trouble until you replace those suction cups, and then your heater's going to work fine. Basically, the heater will run too hot or stop working at all. And I was, that's news to me. So I was just kind of wanted to throw that out as a topic this morning. Hey, have you guys heard of this before? Because I haven't. Not saying that it's not a real thing. I'm just saying I haven't seen it. Let's go back to the chat here for a second. Okay, where are we? Aquarismo Jumbo, yes, hello from Brazil. How are you? I'm great, thank you this morning. Thanks for stopping in. Terry Lindsay shot 85 at Christina Lake yesterday. What? Good for you. Good for you. I actually shot 86 at Meadow Gardens yesterday. So, yeah, it was a good day for both of us. Melvin's Aquatic Empire, hello there. Thank you for stopping in. Hugh, Prolific Breed, how are you? How are you, Hugh? Thanks for stopping in. Good morning. Happy birthday to Bob Steenfot today. Oh, it's his birthday. Oh, I didn't know that. Well, we'll have to send him a little message or something. Actually, I was thinking this morning, because I have the aquarium co-op shirt, that would be the next shirt I would like to get. I'd like to get a Bob Steenfot shirt. Okay. Now, forgive me if I'm not pronouncing this right. Yogesh Singh is in the house. He says, my channel is awesome, sir. Thank you very much. Mandy from My Hectic Life Pets, good morning. Thank you for stopping in. Rob93 Aquatics, dropping by to show some love. I appreciate that, Rob. Hey, Rob, are you I know Lucky Schmuck's last video, he mentioned he gave away a Siamese algae eater to Rob. I think he said Rob was a YouTuber. Is that you? Are you in Florida? Did you get Lucky Schmuck's Siamese algae eater? Oh, you're in Indiana. Okay, so different Rob. I was thinking it was you, Rob, but I didn't know that. Yeah, he was giving away a bunch. He got it. He gets these crazy deals, and he gets these tanks for crazy deals, and they often come with fish, and then he just gives the fish away or sells them. Speaking of which, the Aquarium Co-op giveaway, he's changed up some of the other subscriptions that you can click on to get more entries into his draw, and he's got the Lucky Schmuck on there, and he got since so today's the 5th, he's at 1,000 new subscribers in 5 days. It's awesome. Really good what Corey's doing over there. D from down the wormhole, hello. I enjoyed your stream this morning, and it kind of inspired me to fire something up today. So yeah, your piranhas are cool. I had a couple of piranhas when I was a kid, and I came home one day, and all that was left on one of them was the head and the gills still moving, and then a perfectly picked skeleton. That's why I was asking you if they ever pick on each other. But you know what, I was like 13 at the time, I probably wasn't feeding him enough. Prolific, you've just hit 700 subs. Congratulations. You've got a crazy stream of picking up new additions, which is awesome. I've actually found a new route of how I'm picking up additions. I found this new website that's local to British Columbia, and they have like specific breeders, and I was just gonna go driving around to these pleco breeders. I'm gonna film as I go and pick up some rare things, but the prices are insane. They're so low, and the quality of the fish is remarkable. It matches, if not better, than any pet store that I could go in. Some of these fish that they're selling are super hard to find. You just have to be patient and kind of take what they're selling. So Rob, what time are the three of you going on today? I assume it's you, Andy's Angels, and Aquafunk. Allison Chains, good morning. Hello, thank you for stopping in. We've got a big, we've got a big group here today. We've got 15 people watching right now. That's awesome. Chris S4. Hello. Good morning. Yeah, and thanks everyone for stopping in today, just to say hi. So anyway, back to these plecos that I'm going to see. I'm super excited. One of them, I mean, you can come across some different characters when you're meeting these people, but they often, I mean, I think it would be kind of cool to get to go into somebody's house and see their setup, but normally it's wait on the porch while they kind of go dig around and bring stuff out to you, which, whatever. I mean, it's their house and I'm a stranger to them, so I get that. But it would be really cool to see some of these guys stock with some of these rare plecos that they're breeding. And I don't know why, but right now I'm really into plecos. So I was Googling American holidays. I don't believe it's a holiday tomorrow in the States. Is that correct? Am I correct to think that? I believe that it's not even national wide. But, okay, what do we got here? I'm frozen on my chat on this one. Sorry guys, just having a little bit of a delay here on my laptop, but that's okay. So I can't read the chat right now. But anyway, as I was saying, like right now it's BC Day starting tomorrow, so we have a long weekend. So I don't usually like to travel on the long weekends in the summer because the traffic is insane going in and out of town. But here, we'll refresh that. But anyway, I thought, oh, maybe I'll do one tonight. But then I'm like, well, is everyone going to be awake tonight? Because the majority of my audience is you guys down in the States. So, okay, this is the wrong one here. And so I was just wondering, like, would you guys be awake? So I'm like, okay, I'll just do one. I'll do one in the afternoon / morning. Okay, here we go. Let's fire it back up here. Kind of rambling on. I'm lost. Here we go. We're back. Okay, so you guys do have work. Okay, I'm a little behind in the chat here. Let me get back up here. Okay. I do have the pleco bug, Hugh. That is correct. I do have the pleco bug. And yes, you have to work. That sucks. So your next long weekend is Labor Day weekend, I'm guessing. Daniel, good morning. How are you? Thanks for stopping in. Andy's Angels, what is up? I'm going to try and get in on checking out the Three Amigos stream tonight. I'm not sure what time that is, but let me know. Let me know what time that is. Happy Lux, hello, how are you? Unconventional Aquatics, what is going on? You're watching and filling the tanks at the same time. Thank you for stopping in. And thanks for your messages lately on Instagram there. Keep them going. Very encouraging. Guys, check out Unconventional Aquatics if you aren't already in on his channel. I'd just like to give a little shout out there. And okay. One of them I can't pronounce. Somebody who's in, who I watch his videos. And I know he's got over 2K subs. He wrote Sunday morning with the happy face of the sunglasses. I apologize. I cannot say what your channel is, but very supportive. Watches a lot. 6 p.m. Rob. Okay, so 6 p.m. Eastern time, I assume, since you're in Indiana. So that would be 3 o'clock Pacific time. Which, that, I'm hopefully home for that. You know what, even if I'm not home, wherever I am, I'll have my phone on me and I can check in. Wow, it's nice to see all these people in here right now. We've got 20 people. Thank you for spending some of your day in here. Daniel's in Australia at 4:30 in the morning. Escaping 101 is 8 in the morning in Hawaii. Now, what part of Australia, Daniel? Where are we coming from? Because I've spent some months in Australia. Mostly on the Gold Coast. Mostly East Coast, actually. TPK, good morning. How are you? Dexter Tang, how are you? Good morning. How is it over on the eastern part of the world right now, Dexter? Melbourne, Victoria. Oh, nice. Okay. I didn't actually make it down to Melbourne, but I was just made it as far south as Sydney. Okay, so, and then Aquascaping 101 in Hawaii. I think we've gone over what island you live on, but I don't remember at the time currently, but anyway. It's hot in Florida. Well, it's pretty warm here. It's nice. It was, okay, so converting Celsius to Fahrenheit in my head. So here it was, well, I was in a Soyuz, so that was 40. So 40 would be double it and add 30, 110. So down here it was about 100. Right now it's 28, 28, so that would be about 87 degrees, which is perfect. Yeah. Yama, good morning. How are you? Thanks for stopping in. Allison, thank you. The tank behind me. It's exactly where I want it right now, as far as how it looks. I had some more plants. Like, I've got other tanks with like hornwort and bulbitis going crazy through it, and I did have that all through here, but I decided to rip all that out and just kind of give the fish more swimming room, and just kind of added an extra filter in there so I can, a sponge filter, so I can kind of pack this thing to the max. This thing is max capacity. I might be adding maybe a couple more things, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Unconventional, you're moving to Georgia? Really? Nice. I appreciate that, Yama. I appreciate the thumbs up. Thank you very much. So, oh, near Atlanta. Okay. My wife's been to Atlanta. She had to go there for work. I would love to go to Augusta one day and check out the Masters. That'd be awesome. Okay, back to fish. Melvin, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. So are you a Steelers fan? Or a Penguins fan? Or a Pirates fan? The archers. Okay. So, yes, normally like archers, like they'll spit at their prey. They will, like, some people that have arches in their tanks, they lower the water and they put crickets on the branches, and then the archers will spit, knock the crickets off into the water, and eat the crickets. But because I have my water full, they don't do that. So we have an extra dog here right now. But when I was doing water changes on Friday, I had the water down, and like some hanging algae was on the hang-on back filter, and the archers were shooting at it. I wish I had been able to record it because it was really cool, but I was water changing at the same time. I didn't have my phone on me. But if I get an opportunity, if I see them do that again, this time I'll be aware when I'm changing water that I'm going to have my phone with me so I can record it, because it's really cool. I noticed like this weird noise they were making. I'm like, or noise that was happening. I'm like, what's going on in there? And yeah, it was them just spitting at the. And they keep their mouth underwater. They keep it near the surface, and then they shoot up at it and try and knock whatever's on there off. So, yeah, it was pretty cool. Okay, now where are we? Yeah. And I was also kind of doing some research. You know, they eat flies in the wild, so, you know, if I killed a fly and I threw it in the tank, would that be okay? So, doing a little research, yes, they do eat, and I might do a video on this, like a species spotlight on the archers. So I'm trying to collect as much information as I can. Yes, they do eat like flies, insects in the wild, but one thing you have to remember about like living in a city is insecticides. So if I kill a fly and throw it in the tank and they eat it once every month or something, that's not going to do them any harm. But if I do this on a regular basis, then that can do a lot of harm. And these guys are not, you know, they're a living creature as well, but they're not cheap and they're not easy to find. So I don't want anything to happen to them. So I've thrown in 2 flies in the 6 weeks since I've had them. So I don't know. It's pretty cool though, because as soon as you throw the fly in, the second it hits the water, one of them jumps up and grabs it. So that's pretty cool. Melvin's Aquatics likes the Steelers, the Pirates, the Penguins, and the Pitt Panthers. The Pitt Panthers. Isn't that from Friday Night Lights? DK caught his paradise fish spit water a few times, and it's funny. Yeah, it's pretty cool, just because it's something different. College football. Yeah, Ashley. We're just streaming. We've got 20 people in. Oh, right now we're down to 13, but we're just chatting. Kind of talking about the archers right now.
Oh, I don't see them.
There's the camera.
Oh, hi! So you're in there and on there?
Right here I've got the live chat happening, so I can read the live chat, but then I've got the better camera there.
Oh, nice.
So it works out better for us.
No kidding.
Let's see. Yeah. There's not a ton of college football in Canada. You can get it, but Andy's wondering if everyone's wearing the aquarium co-op shirts. Are they giving them away out there? Just so you know you're on camera.
Oh.
Well, I got this one from my friend Terry Lindsay, who was on the chat earlier today when he went down there. It's actually signed by Corey right there. And I know the Lucky Schmuck just bought one, but I think they're 20-something bucks. But mine was a gift. Okay, let's catch up on the chat here again for a second. Cool, yeah.
Did you tell them they were spitting yesterday?
I did. I was just explaining all of that. Let's see. Whereabouts in Canada? I live in Vancouver, which is on the west coast of Canada, right on the Pacific Ocean. It's about 3 hours north of Seattle. Okay. Hey, Sim Racing 644. He is just at MR Park. Gonna get back to playing, but wanted to say hey. Good morning, Sim Racing 604. How are you today? For those of you who don't know Sim Racing 604, he is the YouTuber that got me into doing these things on video. Big you move the fan, it's in the
Oh, sorry.
So if you're into sim racing, definitely check out his channel because it's a great channel, and sim racing not as big as Fish as far as YouTube channels go, but his 7,000 subscribers is one of the much bigger sim racing channels out there. So definitely check that out if that's something you're into. Good morning, Matthew Moore Cichlids. How are you today? Thank you for stopping in. Daniel would like to travel to Vancouver one day. Well, yes. It's a beautiful city. I recommend either winter or summer, not the spring or the fall, because those are our rainy seasons. Summer, there's tons to do, and like I said, it gets hot. So Daniel is in Australia, so 35 degrees Celsius.
We love Australia.
We do. We spent a lot of time in Australia. Just so you know, baby, keep popping in and out.
That's okay.
Okay, cool. And yeah, it took me 36 hours to get to Cairns when I went there, so just be prepared for a long trip. Although
You
it
didn't
took
have a
you
direct
less.
flight.
It took Ashley less, right?
18 hours.
18 hours to get to Sydney from Vancouver. But yeah, summertime, there's so much stuff to do. And then the wintertime, you've got the mountains, local, and then over to Whistler, which isn't too far. And yeah, totally recommend it. Okay, Aquascaping 101 says, should I do a video on my saltwater reef tank? I only have Hawaii Zeos and I don't know how to pronounce that, beginner coral, due to the fact that Hawaii government doesn't allow importation of coral. Yeah, you totally should. Why wouldn't you do that? I would love to see it.
Yeah. We like learning about saltwater
Yeah.
tanks.
Saltwater, I do not know much at all about saltwater. I've kind of been toying with getting a saltwater tank just to kind of try it out, but right now I'm really into the pleco breeding, collecting thing right now, so I don't have any extra money for saltwater tanks, but I can see one day starting one up, and I really like prolific breeds clownfish, so I might, but I definitely think you should do a video on that. I do know there are a lot of restrictions with Hawaii. I think they're worried about people releasing what they have into the wild, messing up their environment. I believe cherry shrimp you can't get. And Might as well. Oddball Aquatics, thank you very much, ma'am, for stopping in. You are adding some guppies to the outdoor bin. Oh, cool.
Ah.
That's awesome. And hey, love stream, live stream, whatever you want to call it, that's fine with me. Good. I will definitely check out that video, Aquascaping 101. I will check out your next video for sure. GG Adams left a like. Sorry, you can't say. Thanks for stopping in. I appreciate that. Good morning, Anne. How are you? Thank you for stopping in. Yeah, I mean, I've always been a freshwater guy, but I'm very tempted. I mean, it's kind of I didn't want to get into it because I didn't know much about it at all, and you know, you hear that it's much more work and water changes and getting the salt and all that kind of stuff. But I would definitely like to try it one day. I'm not sure I'm there right now, but I would definitely like to try it. Good morning, Ryan, the lucky schmuck. Thank you for stopping in. I believe it is the afternoon where you are, but thank you very much. I was telling people about how you are now on the Aquarium Co-op. Add the extra subscription, you get 10 more entries. So if they're looking for a light, or if they're outside of the US, they can get an Amazon gift card by entering. They should definitely go on there, click on that Lucky Schmuck's Fish Cave, get themselves an extra 10 free entries, and you get yourself another sub, my friend.
Congrats, Lucky Schmuck.
Anyway, okay, here we go. Aquascaping 101. Back to the thing. I'm kind of falling behind here a little. Okay, Oddball Aquatics that I'm not afraid to do salt because I know I'm going to love it and it's going to cost me a lot more. Yeah. Yes. I know.
Yes.
It is going to cost a lot. And there's some cool kind of fish you can get too. Like there's seahorses at one of my LFS, but they're like $300 each. So you're right. All shrimp and crustaceans is like the black market. If you already have them, it's not a big deal. If you get caught shipping them in, it's pretty bad. Yeah. Well, I mean, cherry shrimp are super easy to breed, so if somebody has them, you could spread them through the island pretty fast. The crystal shrimp are not as easy, but you don't really have to do anything to get cherry shrimp to breed. It's pretty awesome. And you are in Eastern time zone, but when in Rome? When in Rome? Yeah, okay, good morning. Well, it's still 11:36 here, so. Select Pet, good morning, hello, how are you? Thanks for stopping in. Watched your last two videos, good stuff. Yeah, you're more of a freshwater person too, as well, Melvin, yeah. I mean, that's what I grew up as, and I mean, there's so many different things in freshwater you could do. If you get sick of doing something, you can switch it up to something else, and back and forth and back and forth. And shrimp, big fish, nanotanks, guppies, live bears, plecos, loaches, whatever you want. Like the possibilities. Planted, hardscaped. Okay, Oddball Coast. I'm going to spend the rest of the afternoon staring at my rainbow fish eggs, waiting for them to hatch and being terrified I'm going to mess it up. Hey, you know what? It can't be worse than what I've done with mine. I mean, I didn't have room for mine, and those Bosmanis have been laying eggs in here, and they get eaten in like an hour because I don't have an extra tank to just separate them into. Okay, Select Pet, I've done marine, but since my last marine tank exploded, I'm straight fresh for seafood. Ooh, it exploded. Yeah, that's sucks. I guess that's the benefit of having an acrylic tank. I've never had an acrylic tank. You can see the scratches more on an acrylic tank, but they won't burst. Like they could at the seams, but it won't explode like a glass tank could. Okay. Cringy Christian, hello, good morning. Thank you for stopping in. Danny, freshwater is more enjoyable, less stress. I agree that less stress, for sure. Okay. Martin, hello, how are you? Good morning. so I can probably guess the answer. But have the cloud arches lived up to the hype for you? Well, what I was saying earlier, Ryan, was when I did a water change on Friday. I love the archers. Like, they're cool, but because I have the high level of water on the tank, they don't spit. So I was doing the water change on Friday, and I was down around here, and there's some algae hanging off the back of the hang-on back, and I cleaning, doing the water change. I'm hearing this noise. Like, what is that? And I look and I notice, and they're shooting, trying to get the algae off the hang-on back into the water. So that was pretty cool. I didn't have my phone on me at the time, but I wish I could have recorded it. But if I see it again, I'm thinking about doing a species spotlight on the arches. I'm just trying to grab as much information as I can. But I have chucked in a couple of flies, and as soon as they hit the water, the archer's gone. They get the entire thing, so that's pretty cool. Okay, oddball aquatics. Oh, Gary Lang. So does that mean you're in the Seattle area? Because he was there recently, but then I think he was going to California and Chicago. That'd be so cool, getting Gary Lang's rainbows. I saw Bentley had some as well. That's pretty cool. Okay, let's get back up here. I just started my first saltwater tank, a 40-gallon breeder, but I will be getting some other fishes. Yeah, cool. Okay, sorry about that here. Yeah, nerve-wracking afternoon. Print down the wormhole for watching, making sure that get your rainbow eggs. I bet, because I'm sure you paid quite a bit for them. Had some crappy luck with cheap crappy heater. I think that was the cost. Glass popped in the middle of the living room. Oh yeah. I really only stick to 2 brands with heaters, which is Flugel and Eheim. Those are my 2 favorites. And they're not, as far as expenses goes, it's not like getting a high quality filter that costs a lot of money. So I spend the extra little bit for nice heaters. Okay. Oh yeah, is that fungus or a shadow? Yeah, I know. I also haven't had a ton of luck with needlefish eggs lately either. I keep laying them and they're not hatching. I'm not trying to breed them though. They're just kind of doing it on their own. And I don't have really space for them, but it would be cool if they hatch. But they keep laying them, they're just not hatching. Indiana, I've never been to Indy. That'd be cool to check out one day. Melvin, I'll be getting fishes for my 20-gallon high community tank. What kind of fish are you gonna get? Good morning, Joe. How are you? Thanks for stopping in. We're just kind of chatting here and there. Indy is pretty awesome. I live out in the middle of nowhere outside the city, but everything is close. Well, that's good. Are you a Colts fan? Andrew Luck's had some problems lately, with injuries. Come on out and see our crazy football stadium that costs so much money with the roof that opens. Yeah. Yeah, what's that stadium? Oil Field or something? I can't remember off the top of my head what that stadium's called. Joe just got in this minute. Good. Lucas Oil, yeah, okay, there you go. I think it was oil something. I go down to one Seahawks game a year. That stadium's pretty nice. No roof, but the Mariners have a retractable roof on their stadium.
Yeah.
Lucky Schmuck, you're a huge Colts fan. Is that because from the Peyton Manning days? I'm guessing so.
They're in the closet.
I don't know why I'm not
The Simba cards are in the closet.
a huge Peyton Manning fan myself. Sim Racing 604, who was on here earlier, is because he's a huge Broncos fan. Anyway. Angelfish, tetras, tiger barbs, maybe. I don't know that I would put angelfish with tiger barbs in the same tank, especially in a 20-gallon. I used to have angelfish in here, and I moved them out so I could put the tiger barbs in. But I mean, if you have a big enough school of tiger barbs, it should be okay. But if not, they're gonna go after the slow-moving angelfish with their big fins. Okay. Lucky Schmucky, I was big into painting back in 2000, 2001 when I got into fantasy football. Are you preparing for your fantasy draft this year? Lots of people have changed teams. You gotta stay on top of that. Yeah, Lucky, it's a walking West Steakhouse. 10 out of 10, huh? Jason, Aqua Funk with Angel Freak. What is going on? Thank you for stopping in this morning or this afternoon where you are. Appreciate that. Joe's just got your 240 running back with a black arrow on his thing. Oh, cool. 240. That's awesome. Is that a Marineland tank, Joe? The 240? Joe, Daniel, thank you for stopping in. Appreciate that. Have a good day. Well, Outlaw Aquatics, the Colts need an offensive line and some players to play defense. Otherwise, they have no chance, in my opinion. I realize this is a fish channel, but in my football opinion. Okay, you love the moss sitting there. Thank you, Martin. Still trying to get to that stage myself. Bad luck with moss. Well, we do have a video. Ashley does the moss in our house of how to attach the Java moss. So what she does is she just does fishing line, and then she takes the fishing line, she ties it on here, and she did it on there, and then upstairs she's done it on some sticks. Hey Ash, can you explain your method of attaching Java moss?
Just how you do it.
Yeah.
I get fishing line and I tie it around to the wood in areas where I think it'll start to attach and grow. And then I did it upstairs with some spider wood with some suvacertane, and I just attached it to sponge so it has
looks like a bonsai tree.
Yes, and that looks like a bonsai tree. So you don't need the sponge for the Java moss, but with the suvacertane you do.
Yeah.
You need something for it to like attach to, and then the Java moss, if it has good light, will grow really fast. But the suvacertane takes a long time. It's very slow growing.
And then after a while, you don't even need the fishing line. It just will grow on the wood automatically. Actually, we have so much Java moss here that when we were at Aquarium Co-op last time, they asked us if we would bring some up, and they would buy it off us. So if we do that and you buy Java moss there from Aquarium Co-op, you're actually buying it from us.
You could be.
Could be.
In the future,
if
not
we,
right now.
If we do it.
Yeah, not right now.
It's kind of a long trip. I don't know how going over the border saying we were going to sell stuff
Yeah,
would
might
go.
not. Might not work.
But they asked. We said we would do it if we could. Okay, sorry, I've come back. Got back here. Oh, acrylic custom tape. Joe has. Okay, is that where we are? Okay. Yes, acrylic. Okay, so that's good. So then you don't have to worry about glass bursting. That's awesome. Okay, I apologize if I'm about to pronounce your name incorrectly. Advait? Thank you very much. Thanks for stopping in, and thank you for loving the 90 gallon. Okay, let's just catch back up here. I kind of lost my spot here for a second. And we are back. Okay, Melvin's Aquatic Empire. Maybe some cherry barbs or Odessa barbs instead of tiger. Yeah, cherry barbs are great. They can live with tiger barbs too. They can live with anything. They're super peaceful, but they're tough themselves, so other fish don't pick on them. But the suvacertane just got some and have no idea what to do with it. Yeah, I mean, it'll live, Ryan, if just floating if you want. If you're gonna hide like some fry or some of your shrimplets in there, no problem. But I think it looks cooler as a bonsai tree. And like we said, there is a video of Ashley making it. That's kind of cool. Yeah, so the sponge, like Ashley was saying, you only need it on the sequester tank. Java moss, just tie it right on and it'll eventually attach. Okay, that stuff. Luckily, that stuff never grew for me. Just spread out in the tank and became a mess. Use their tips. But tying it down, I wish I had. Still everywhere. I just threw it in. Yeah. I mean, sometimes we do that. Aquarium Co-op has a sale on rock. Might take advantage of. Okay, cool. Okay, Jay, you're chilling with your pops. You're gonna be lurking. I'm gonna try and check out the Three Amigos tonight on their live stream as well. And Melvin has had some Odessa barbs in his 20-gallon long. He used to have before I got the turquoise rainbow fish. New Guinea rainbows, golden barbs, and Serpia tetras. I have one turquoise rainbow. I really like rainbow fish. Turquoise is right up there for me as one of my favorite ones. Okay, Lucky Schmuck. I saw those videos of that store in San Fran with it all over the tanks. It was cool, simple DIY CO2 suspension. Was that Tanganyika tanks that was going through San Fran store? I think it was, right? I don't think it was Wet Spot that he was in. I think it was at San Fran store that you're talking about. Because Wet Spot's in Portland. I've seen a few tours of that store. I'd like to go there one day. I'm thinking like I could drive down there and maybe get some fish. I think it would take me about 8 hours to drive back. I don't know. Oh, the CO2 dispenser. Okay, I think I know what you're talking about, Ryan. On Aquarium Co-op, was that when he was in Asia and he cut the bottles and he like put them upside down? Those DIY CO2 dispensers. I saw that video. That one was on Aquarium Co-op. Maybe that one wasn't in Asia then. I don't know. Melvin's asking how many angelfish you can put in a 20-gallon hide. Well, if you Google that, the answer is going to be 0. You should put them in a 33-gallon. But a guy that I work with in his office, Terry Lindsay, who was in this thread earlier, he's got 3 in his 20-gallon, and he's had them in there for 6 months, and they seem to be doing fine. Oh, the San Fran by Co-op. You just bought a CO2 injection after that video? Yeah. I've actually never ran CO2. I've just gone with, I used to have like another light, and so I had like the purple and red plants, and they worked fine with that high quality light, but then the light stopped working and then the plants died. But hey Melvin, what? Appreciate that. You're welcome. If I know, then I'll throw it out there. Co-op did a tour, so to Tanguiza tanks and corporate social. Okay, yeah, cool. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I've sort of never run CO2 before. We have CO2 in our tanks at work. And I don't know. It makes them boom for sure. But it's expensive to run it. I know some plants require CO2, but like you're easier to grow plants like Anubias and Jungle Val and Crypt and Crinum and Java Fern and all that. If you put CO2 in there, it will make them grow faster, totally. But you don't need to have them live and grow with CO2. So, Bob, Steam Fox Aquatics, good morning. How are you? Now, Bob, somebody was in here earlier today and told me that it was your birthday today. So I just would like to say happy birthday. And also wearing my aquarium co-op shirt, I was kind of wondering what should be my next uh, shirt, and I was saying on the stream earlier today that I would like to get a Steam Thought Aquatics shirt. I think that'll be the next shirt that I purchase. My second shirt that I will purchase. I like that one, and I love Bosemani rainbows. So I have not kept African cichlids before, Melvin, but my best friend has an African cichlid tank. His tank's been on a couple of times, so we kind of do things together. I've gone with him. We've done research together. I've thought about setting one up here, but because I'm at his house all the time, Ash and I thought, well, we'll kind of do the planted stuff here. We'll do the African cichlids there. We've bred a few over at his house. So, well, they're beautiful African cichlids. I'm so into planted tanks that I've kind of steered away from African cichlids just for that reason. So, yeah, but they are beautiful. They're beautiful. I mean, he kind of had some of the more aggressive ones early and constantly changing the rock around because they get very territorial. And if you didn't do that, then they start killing each other. So, I mean, again, I haven't really wanted to for that reason as well. But what kind of African cichlids did you have in your 29 gallon? Melvin? Oh yeah. Yeah, nice. Yeah. 29. So what do you have in your 29 now? 29 is a good size. Actually, nobody here is buying their first fish tank, I don't think. But my next video coming out this Friday is which tank size should you get for your first tank. And spoiler alert, that's the one that I'm going with. And my reasons are well, you'll see if you decide to watch the video. So we've almost been at it for an hour. We're going to wind this down, I think. We'll go another 2-3 minutes. I appreciate everyone for stopping in today. Maybe we'll do a little feeding here. We'll do the feeding in the tank behind me. Today is Saturday, so we're just doing some flakes and some freeze-dried bloodworms. We'll kind of go off that, and we'll kind of watch some of these fish go crazy. I'll get out of the way. And if you saw my last video on Friday, New Life Spectrum, they sent me this free sample because they saw my top 5 fish foods and they wanted me to try this out. And so far so good. These guys love them, so I'll drop a couple of their pellets in. More for the plecos. I've got 6 plecos in here. I've got 3 super reds, a male and 2 females. I've got a regular albino. I've got an L129 Colombian zebra pleco, and I have a L128 blue phantom pleco. And hopefully I'm going to get a few more plecos in the next day or 2 or 3. But, yeah. Anyway, zebra pleco. Okay, that's what my Melvin had. There are 700 species of cichlids in the island. Most sold at your local pet stores. Yes, I agree. Okay. Anyway, thank you so much for everybody stopping in. We are going to shut this video down now, I think. We've been on for an hour. And I had fun. Thank you very much, guys. Thanks everyone for stopping in, saying hi, spending some time here. Really appreciate it. So we've got a new video coming out this Friday coming up, and hopefully you guys